right, we're starting in our pod. Takes a long time to get out of it. We've got default settings, so if you're just starting the game, you may be starting a default. I normally don't. I customize a little bit. Durability, maybe turn off the weather. So first thing you have to do is talk to the flame. Cinder Vault. Yep. Read through that if you want to. The door opens and we go running out. Now, again, I'm on default, so stamina runs out really quickly. That's that little circle thing right there. You gotta watch that. And then read everything that's glowing. All right, very important for recipes, lore, quest progression. So very important. You see something glowing like that, touch it, raid it. All right, open our first chest. We get bandages and a torch. Torch automatically loads in our hotbar on space 1. Our bandages are down there. Loot everything. Now, I break everything. This is really taking the durability down because I don't have durability on. So this torch will break soon, but we get another torch. Now I have 2 torches. So in that one, the first one breaks, it goes right to the second one. All right, so we're gonna go in here and we have 5, I wanna call them grenades, but they're explosive power balls. We're gonna roll our mouse button to get to slot 4 on our hotbar. We'll change that in a moment. And it takes about 2 here, about the center, to open this up. Now, I have 3 more grenades left. I like to destroy everything because we need all the resources we can get. All right, open the chest, hit F to take everything from the chest. You can see some recipes already popping up. We're gonna hit N to go to character. We're gonna choose ring. We're gonna click on it to set the ring. This has stamina and stamina regeneration. It's actually a ring that's gonna last you a long time. I'm still in grenades. I'm just gonna blow this up here. Grab all that and read Ode to Mike Pike Mead. And then, yeah. So we'll go back to a torch. Break in. Soon this is gonna break. Break everything. I really want the bones here to make our first wand, but we need 2 bones to do that. Could break that. You can see that the torch broke and open that slot up and twigs came into it. I'm going to move twigs up here. I'm going to move this torch to here. I am going to move bandages to 7. I'm going to get grenades out of the way. I don't know, put them down here in the alternate hotbar. Now the way mine's configured, it's mouse button, so mouse 4 switches between hotbars, all right? So I can very quickly get to things that are down in the alt bar, and we'll talk about that later. All right, so we're gonna run in here, run to the right, don't go off and fall to your death or major damage. And look at that, we got another torch when this one breaks. We're gonna go down here. You can tip stuff, read it if you want to. I think I missed something. Not important, but in the beginning, see my stamina runs out. You do not want your stamina to run out when you're getting near mobs because, yeah, that can end very badly. What we're gonna do is there's a chest behind this. I'm gonna break that, open it up. Now, you need everything you can get, another torch and more bandages. So we're back to where we left off, and we're gonna run into some mobs. So we're in the Enshrouded area, and you see the timer up there. Gotta pay attention to that. We're gonna hit V, and we can make a club, and we're gonna do that. We can't make our wand yet because we need 2 bones, but we can make our club. Looks like a bigger wrench to me, but we'll make our club. Then we're gonna hit B, and we're gonna put our club in number 1 position. I'm gonna move these torches down here, put this torch here, and I'm on club. So let's get down here and get ready to club this guy. So down quickly, give him a whack-a-doodle, hit E, and we get a sword. Cool. So now we have a sword. I'm going to hit B again, and I'm going to put the sword here. Now this sword does 11 cutting damage. This does 14 blunt, and I'm going to use blunt on the undead skelly type character. Good, I didn't get hit. And then E, F to pick up everything. Hey, we got some runes. Right, and then I'm going to go to cutting and show the differences. Again, we want to break everything. So, cutting 4 damage, broke that pretty quick. Let's go back to blunt. 3 damage. It breaks it because it's pretty no health stuff, but that's the difference. Use cutting for when you're going into towns and areas to you want to break everything you can, especially in the beginning, because you're trying to get resources. Now I'm running down this road only for one reason: stone, and I got 3 stone based off of, and of course I want to loot everything based off of my settings, my configuration, which is default. Right, I'm going to go back up, hit level 2, right, and we're going to hit H. And the first thing we want to get into is double jump. I know you're going to want more damage depending on what your build is. I'm magic, so things like intelligence and spirit for mana. No, too early. We're doing a lot of traveling, running, taking on only the things we can. So we're going to put a point into endurance. And this one requires 2 points, so we don't have enough for it. The next thing after double jump, we're going for updraft. We got our glider. We're all into travel in Springlands in the very beginning. So I'm going to go dexterity because the first range weapon that's going to work for me is a bow. Then I can always reset these later on in the game. All right, so now we're going into Longkeep. Let's hit M for map. We're in Longkeep and we're sitting right here. And this is Cinder Vault, and this is our first quest objective where we're to start building our base. So I'm going to go down here. Durability is still good on the sword. We're going to run into a rat. You can hear him. Here he comes. And timing was bad, and I took some damage. I don't need the fur, but I'll go upstairs, open this door. I hear another rat. There it is. Got that one that time before it could do any damage. Here we get some meat. Now if you hit F, you pick up everything. If I roll my mouse button, no, I just want the meat. I don't need this damn fur. You can go for that. All right, we want blueberries. They regenerate health. And again, I'm breaking everything. Breaking everything. We want all the wood. And yeah, read everything. There we go. Could break everything here, but not yet. I want to actually see if I can build a pick yet. So we got stone, but it needs string. So I have 16, so I can make 1, 2, let's just make all of it. All the string we can. Now, can I make an axe? Yes, I can. Can I make a pick? Yes, I can. You always want to make the axe first in the beginning of the game, all right, and it automatically loads your primary bar. I want to move these down here to the alt bar, all right, so this way when I'm on my primary weapon and I want to go to axe, I can very quickly get to it. Secondary, I go to pick. So this is a fast way to move between harvesting and mining and fighting. So yeah, let's see this. So 3 damage versus 4 damage. So lucky we got that sword. You don't get it every time. You want cutting for cutting down wood. Alright, don't cut down trees. Use your axe for that. Oh, looks like we got another bone. Yes, we did. So we hit V again. And roll down, and now we can make our wand, our first range weapon, which you're going to want to have. I know we'll get bow soon, but now we have a wand, And I'm going to put that in slot 3. Move my torch over here. Don't really need this right now. Cooked meat, raw meat down here. I'll put this right here. I've got 8 of them. Good. Good. Break everything. We want all the wood. Right. Now, we'll use the axe in a moment to break stuff because it does 18 damage. All right. Secret door. We get arrows for when we get our bow. All right. So 4 damage. Let's go to axe. Did that say 18 damage? You know, so if you want to, if I stand on something here, 18 damage. If you can't hit it, more bones, cool. If you can't hit it, just stand on it, all right? So, did that other rat, yeah, I did, I killed that other rat. So, axe is better, 18 damage, it's faster. Stand on it if you can't hit it, and you'll be able to get to it. That is a pro tip. All right, so come down here, buddy whack it, grab all the resources. And we want to do that in Longkeep. Run across here, or go this way. I go to the right first, and then I'll come back. Why? Because look at all this stuff. So the reddish brown trees drop resin. Sometimes you'll get it from other trees, but there's beehives right there. Sometimes it's random. You'll get bees. So if it didn't drop, just jump up and hit E. And there we go. And I got lucky. Didn't get any bees. Right? So I'm just going to go through this little village here. I'm going to cut down and break everything. And there's a note here to read. So get all of this wood. We're going to need this for building. Right, there's water in there. Don't have a pouch yet. I don't think I do. Read. All right, cool. And break. Grab this right here. We're going to collect it. We get tar. So for that recipe. All right. Cool. So I'm going to grab all the books. This is where you can sleep if it's turning night on you. All right. And we're going to pick up everything. So I'm going to go around, cut down these trees, and break everything, all the boxes and so on. All right, we've cut down everything that we could. Did I miss anything? No. I took the tents down. Don't worry about that. You're just wasting durability on your axe, and you don't get anything, all right? Just to prove a point. So we're going to head back up the road here. Oh, first, pro tip. You can do this anywhere, really. Go into this area here. Go to pick, and look at that. Open a recipe, we're getting stone. More importantly, we're getting Springlands dirt. So we want all the stone we can get. We want all the Springlands dirt we can get for when we're making coal. So I'm going to cut a hole in here, and then we'll head into Longkeep. All right, that's enough for now. So we're doing really good here. I'm going to hit T to sort my bag here. Don't need this. I'm going to delete it. Hit T again, resort. We're doing pretty good. 166 wood. This is on default. Often I will crank up the amount because I want to get through the game quickly. So I'd have more, but that's not a bad start for default. Right. We're going to sprint run across this and jump. Sprint, jump. All right. Go back to axe. Break that down. We got another chest. Bandages. Right, alt back to my weapon. Trying to make a decision on which one I was going to choose. Again, we're cutting down everything, but I'll come back and get all this stuff offline, then come back. What I want to do, reading material. When it turns night, you got a place to sleep. We got loot on meat back there. It's kind of weird. Normally I get my meat right here. Fall down from killing something above. All right, we're grabbing all this. I'm going to go to axe again. This is getting ready to break, so I can't hit this. If I stand on it, I can get to it. All right, so get all this, get all that. All right, another chest. There we go. And then we're just going to go around and break everything. So most important is these barrels. You get a lot of loot. You get a lot of good stuff from these barrels. So to get up the high ones, jump, find it right. You can get to them. Look at this, all this string, fiber. So in the beginning, you want to break all the barrels to get the resources. And trust me, when you go to start building and progressing in the game, you're going to appreciate not having to go down and cut down all the trees. So next we're going to go inside the Shrouded area and do some stuff there. Right, we're going to go back to hotbar for our weapon. I'm going to go to sword. Got reading material here. And we got an enemy coming at. And that one got a shot on me. So yeah, I'm going to eat this food here and the purple berries for health regen. And then I'm going to use some bandages. There we go. And then let this guy take a shot. Should have paused that faster. All right. So not a good fight, but yeah, we got more HP because of the food we ate. And we're regenning a little bit. That'll run out quickly. All right, we're going to go to pick. This is mycelium. Now what I want to do here is show my settings. So look at this mycelium here now, and I'm going to hit escape, settings, display. I'm going to roll down to small foliage. It's set to performance. Let's turn this up to quality, and your mycelium, your materials, your metals, your copper, your iron, it's going to show up more clearly. And this is based on your machine. I like to run performance because if I run out here, you see this grass? Watch what happens when I change the settings to off. It looks like a golf course. I like playing this in the beginning because I can see everything that falls on the ground. I can see fishing bait, bugs. So I'll play between off for small foliage or performance, which is kind of a happy medium. So when I'm going out looking at copper or amber or iron or different materials, it's more distinguishable when you're looking at different areas. All right, let's put back on our weapon, and we're going to go down here. Reading material. All right, stuff to break, stuff to loot. Let's see here. I'm going to go to range weapon, get that out. Then I'm going to go to axe. We'll have a workbench soon we can repair. I want to break these. I want to break all of this. All of this cool loot. No, read. Go to torch. So I got something to search here. You always want to search and pick that up. We've got loot that's laying around, things to break, and we got a chest over here. It used to be locked, but it's not locked anymore. More arrows. So stuff to break. Go to axe. There we go. There we go. Okay. Break all this. I know it's dark. You can't see. Roll the torch. And I got a couple of torches. I could use those to break this stuff. A little bit easier, but cool. Got some more resources. Right, read that note. And it's turning dark. So, not yet. All right, so we're going to actually start heading this way. And we got a water pouch yet? No, we haven't. So if you did, you could drink at this well. This is where, in the beginning, before you get your own, you're going to come to fill up your water containers, your pouches and stuff like that. So I can't get this. There we go. Maximum stamina increased from drinking, but you get a pouch on you. It does that for you, right? Harvest everything in the beginning, right? All the plants, everything you see. Before it gets dark, let's go to weapon again, and let's go down here. I'm going to go to ranged. Put that out. Use ranged on this one. All right, so there we go. Very nice. More runes and another chest. So we get arrows and bandages. So again, stuff to break here, stuff to break in here and here. I gotta speed it up. All right. Now, if it turns dark on you, you can come back here and sleep in that bed. But right now, what we're going to do is hit the campfire, hit escapes, unless you want to read through the tutorial, hit Alt, roll to raw meat, hold down the left mouse button, and cook it. And we need another piece. There we go. We got 2. And just like in Valheim, you know, if you hold your food too long over the fire, it'll turn into charcoal or tar. You know, in this case, I'm still holding it. It turns into tar. So I need more tar. All right, let's go ahead and give it a sleep. And yeah, wait for the morning. Right, it's morning. And more stuff to break. But let's head this way. So we're going to head east down here out of Longkeep. And there's more stuff to break. Stand on it. There we go. Stand on it. You can't hit it directly. And you can get everything. But break all of this and just get a ton of wood. My axe is going to break here in a moment. So, again, you want more dirt and stone. You dig it up there. Grab arrows. These aren't too bad. Grab those. They don't respawn anymore. All right, let's see if I can break this. Yep, it broke. My axe broke. Till I repair it. All right, we're gonna grab this stone, and yeah, we're going to, let's see here, get some stuff out of the way. I want 3 spots, and I'm barely gonna have that. I don't need all these torches anymore, so get rid of those. Move this over here. I got 3 spots. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see here. I'm just going to put arrows as a placeholder because I want the next 3 items to go automatically down there. Right, so we're going to hit V. So we need to build a base. First thing we need is an altar. Second thing we need is a workbench. The third thing we need is a construction hammer. I want to grab this construction hammer first to go into that spot, workbench second, and then the altar. Right, then look at that. Loaded in order down on our hotbar. Right, so we're going to go to the altar. Now, what I always do in the starting area is I look for that stone right there, and I place the corner right there. And it just is the best position for me. That is going to be totally up to you. We're going to talk to the altar, talking about our survivors. Yep, cool. Getting our first quest, updating our quest, all of that. So now we're going to our workbench. We're going to hit R, give it a little bit of a turn, just get it out of the way. We're going to move it back in a moment. We're going to go over to it, all that cool wood that we built, and we're going to make a few wood rough block. So based on what we unlocked, we got stone, so we got rough stone. We got mycelium, so we got the mycelium overgrown block. And then we got tar, so we got the tar wood block. Kind of expensive. You don't want to waste your tar. I don't feel like harvesting mycelium or wasting it. Stone's cool, strong, get a lot of it later, but we have much more wood. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hold shift and hit the space bar. If I just hit space bar, I'm just making 100, right? If I hold shift and hit the space bar, I'm making 1,000. So now I have 1,100, right? Let's do it again. And again, you can see your wood go down right there. About that many is fine. That's over 5,000. To get us started, we're going to pick up this rock now. We don't need that marker anymore. And yeah. Now, I didn't talk about it, but notice that everything is repaired. Every time you come up to your workbench and you touch it, look at that, up in the upper left-hand corner, all items repaired. Let's go do one other chest that is really close. And, yep, we're going to get some other materials. So running over here on our map, so we just built our first base here. And we're going to go in this area here. We've got our wand out. And we're going to range this guy. I'm going to have armor on him. I don't feel like going toe-to-toe with him, so I'm going to use range. I might want to get a couple of wands in case this one breaks. But then we're going to go down here. There's a couple of thing in here. I'm going to take that out. Trying to pull him up. You see? I hear him. Okay, is he down here? I don't want him sneaking up down here. Roll. Oh, he got me anyways. Dodge. Oh, that hurt. Almost killed me. Almost killed me. You. Here he comes. Here he comes. Heal up. Roll away from those guys. Alright, cool. Down here, did I get everyone? Yeah, oh, I got the two to them down here. Alright, so let's see if we can see hit down at the base, and you can take those out without them causing a problem. So we're going to loot in here. The heck? Take that out. So these out that are blocking this door. And go to. Oh, I hear another one. Hear him up there? That's not good. I'm gonna already active. Let's regen health. Let's bandage up. Right, silver chest. Again, I'm not taking it out right away because I want the light off of it as much as I can get to break and loot all of this up. So hopefully that mob does not come down here. Let's go ahead and open. What do we get? Ooh, legendary daggers. That's full. I don't need that. Here we go. Oh, legendary daggers. Yeah, that's going to do more damage. It's close and personal, you know, which I don't like. But let's put it in slot 1 and play around with them without dying. All right, so we're on our daggers. How fast those are. All right. Oh, my backpack's full. Backpack's full. What else can I get rid of? I think I'm gonna drop the work wrench, and you're gonna look for things to drop here. Hit T to sort. Yeah, I picked up another sword. This one does. This one does. Oh, it's two-handed. Nope, not me. Oh, I meant to salvage that, not delete it. What do we get? Yeah, I need those. I need those more than ruins. Yeah, I got some more. Yeah, you need all the shroud particles you can get. Look at the bug on my dagger. That's weird. Alright, cool. Get rid of that bug. My daggers are bugged. Okay. Let's head back over to our base and repair. My stamina's run out. Don't want to waste my honey. And, yeah. Let's see here. What else am I missing? I think I'm going to cut out a lot of that last part there. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Got the chest. We got a good start. We got materials. Plenty of harvesting to do. Yeah, in the next episode, we're going to start building a simple base. Underground and above ground. So until that next episode, happy gaming.